Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the third episode of T.I.A.P podcast.
My name is Blooming Precious, and I am the host of this podcast. In the last episode, I revealed to you all how I wasted almost 2 decades of my life not being myself, and I explained how you can embark on the journey of finding yourself. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about 5 things I wish I knew about life before I turned 20. Alright, let's dive straight into that. Number 1 thing is you don't have to be infallible. Yeah, you don't have to be that perfect person. You don't have to be that person that doesn't make mistakes. It's not even possible not to make mistakes. I get the fact that there are some of us that we avoid mistakes at every little chance we get. Like, we don't want to make mistakes because we don't want embarrassment, so we avoid mistakes. But then we just have to accept the truth. Making mistakes is not something you can easily avoid. It is something that will happen to you. And in this life, we are all prone to making mistakes. One fact about me is that I always anticipate mistakes. In fact, when I make mistakes, like, I welcome them because I know that there is not going to be a next time. I'm not going to make the same mistake the next time. It's just that once, and I'm not going to make it again. And that's because I learned from my mistakes. There are situations where people make the same mistakes over and over again. That's just because you're not open to change, you don't want to grow, and you didn't learn anything from your mistakes. You just made a mistake and you didn't learn from it, and that's why it kept reoccurring, or it keeps reoccurring. So the next thing on my list is that you cannot satisfy everyone. Take a look at my palm. Don't mind the fact that it is short. Alright, let's say this is 5 different people from different family. This is Ferrami, this is Precious, this is Benis, this is Ifeolu, and this is Adiola. 5 different people with different heights. This is not about height, this is about people, their behavior, their wants, their needs, how people are literally, the overall thing that describes a person. Just as my palm is not equal, we all are not equal in terms of behavior, attitude, wants, and all. What A wants is literally different from what B wants. So you cannot be doing what A wants and be trying to do what B wants at the same time. Why not just do what you want instead of trying to satisfy people? It's literally impossible to satisfy everyone because this person likes this about you, another person likes another thing about you. Tell me, who then are you going with? Just go with yourself, okay? Go with the flow. The number 3 thing is the fact that you cannot go back to the time you've lost. They say time waits for no one. What does this imply? Do what you want to do now. A lot of us have the habit of procrastinating. I am a lot of us, because I also battled with it for a very long time. I am still battling with procrastination, but not like before. So if I can overcome it to a great extent, you can do more than that. The time you've lost, you are never going to get it back. Like Utilobenye, you can never get back the time you've lost. You can only try to put up with it. And trust me, trying to make things up or trying to meet up with the time you've lost won't be the same as you doing the thing the time you were supposed to do it. Like, it can never be the same. Talk about the stress you're going to pass through, the time you've wasted, and the time you're still going to waste trying to meet up with it, and the time you're still going to waste trying to meet up with the time you've wasted. You see, that is a lot. So do what you have to do now, okay? So the 4th one on my list is live your life, or live life. You know, Oscar Wilde once said, to live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people just exist, and that's all. Thinking about it deeply, I've realized that a lot of us just exist. We don't live our life. There's this thing they call living in the shadow of yourself. A lot of people just withdraw to themselves. They don't want to open up. They don't want to explore. They don't want to live life, probably because they're scared of what life has to offer. Life is life, and you can't change anything about it. Life is how it is, and I doubt it can be changed. And you just have to brace yourself up to accept anything life throws at you.
God have mercy upon us.
And you just have to brace yourself up to accept anything life throws at you. Limiting yourself will only help you, will only keep you in one position. Like, you won't even get to know what you can achieve and what you are capable of. So live life, don't just exist. And to the last thing on my list is the fact that there is really nothing in this life. I know a lot of you are already looking at me with side eyes. But you just said we should live life. Why are you not telling us that there's nothing in the life you asked us to live? Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that there is nothing to achieve in this life. I'm just saying that there is nothing in this life. Nothing will bring come, nothing will go carry go. What I'm trying to tell you in essence is that you shouldn't exhaust yourself. You shouldn't stress yourself out for something that isn't going to last with you forever. You might have been in a situation when you lost something and then someone told you that nothing lasts forever. I'm sure what you lost was something good and not something bad. Well, both the good and the bad, nothing lasts forever. That doesn't now mean that because I said there is nothing in this life, you should not also. Don't get me wrong. You're the first child of your family. You know you have siblings in front of you. You have your parents looking up to you, and even extended family. And you don't want to stress yourself. You don't want to stress yourself out because you think there is nothing in this life. Your family is something. They are not nothing, and they're looking up to you. Don't say that because Blooming said there's nothing in this life, so you are not going to stress yourself. They are just going to accept life how it is. I didn't say that too. Don't misquote me. There is nothing in this life, but you have something to achieve. And that doesn't now mean that you should risk your own life or someone else's life because you want to achieve your own something. Make sure you're doing it the right way. Alright guys, we've come to the end of this episode. I hope you've learned one or two. If you've gotten to this part of the video, that means you really enjoyed watching me. Kindly like, comment, yes, share your opinion. Let me know what you've also learned about life. And please subscribe to my channel. That's what keeps me going. They say we should find a source of our motivation. Well, you all are my motivation on this platform. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye.